Fate Master.
Fate Master! There we go. Thank you, Bob.
Yep. I am the Fate
Fate
Master.
Master.
And I welcome you all to the Through the Breach stream, episode 3. Ooh!
Yay!
That's right. We made it to the third one.
That's
Yay!
pretty good.
We're still doing
And
this.
Why is the third one-
consistently.
Why is the third one titled Ooh?
Well, you'll just have to play the mission and find out.
Wanna find out?
It's titled Uwu because John discovered something new, and it's not something good.
Ooh.
Please, I didn't discover it. I'm spreading the corruption.
That's factual.
But yes, introductions. I am the Fate Master host, John, and we have our players as Wheeler Yuta, Andrew,
Yeah, baby.
and as Boulton Wilkinson, Bob.
Hello.
Yeah, that's so cool.
And as Thaddeus Greywater, we have Ryan.
Greetings.
Shit, I wasn't in character, sorry.
Bob stepped it up, so I had to do something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
True. It was an escalating
That's fair.
thing. The tide raises all vessels.
Shut up.
So yeah, our last adventure, we saw everyone visit the town of Tumulus, however the fuck it's pronounced.
You tell us.
Is it a real town in like the map, or did you make it up?
Nope, made it up entirely.
Okay. So how
But it is based on a Greek word for like end of destination or like death or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like tumultuous is like the root word.
Like Thanatos, or
Something like that. I don't remember. I wrote this like months ago.
checks out.
So, but yes, they encountered an empty town, a priest gone wild, too hot for TV, and yeah, they put down this weird ritual uprising and then fucking bailed before the cops got called.
The British way.
So, yeah.
Cheese it, the fuzz. They're a coming.
Yep. The Popo's coming. Quick, run to Australia. So yeah, the team has been on the road, led by Bosco, their driver, with their compatriots who were also smuggled into this world. And so we will now get to the fluffy bit before you guys have to make any sort of specific decisions. Let me just turn the music down because it's bugging me. Here we go. So yeah. In the fleeing of Tumulus, your wary wagon of wanderers have foregone their comfy night's stay in a longhouse and instead returned to the familiar bumpy road which took you to the town in the first place. Your group travels through the night, only stopping for the occasional break, but always keeping on the move at Bosco's behest. Despite the dangers that Bosco warned of earlier, the night is annoyingly peaceful. Just the dark, desolate desert landscape with a distant forest providing the empty promise of any threat to the malaise which plagues the monotonous ride. As dawn breaks, you pass over a river just outside the forest, which has been your traveling companion throughout the twilight hours. With Malifaux City visible downstream of your current location. It's at this point that Takeo speaks up, waking those who manage to get some sleep to tell Bosco to pull over, who happily obliges. Everyone's unloaded from the wagon as Takeo addresses the groggy group. Our journey is nearly at an end. We thank you for your patronage and compliance in the matter. We will be making the rest of the journey on foot, however. When we enter the city, you are not to mention anything that has transpired within these last 2 days to anyone. If asked, you were all camping out here in the Knotwoods while exploring some landmarks as a loose group of associates, and you hired myself and my accomplice here as guides in the wilderness. You do not know any of the people who were lost along the way here, and you have never been to the town of Tumulus.
Huh.
Most importantly, due to the circumstances on the mountain, we had to overlook some safety precautions. So listen to me when I tell you this. You don't know about any caves in the mountains. You do not know of any other breaches than the official guild-sanctioned one, and you never plan on visiting the mountains so long as you live. This is not just for your safety, but for the safety of everyone here and anyone you hold dear. While I do not like making threats, there is no other way to clearly explain this. After we pass the checkpoint at the city's entrance, our contract will be fulfilled, and you are free to do as you wish from then on. Now, if you all please line up and present the paper that was delivered to you at the beginning of this journey, I have your travel documents to exchange for them. Afterwards, you may rest a while by the river before we set off again. And if you guys want to interject at any point, you're welcome to do so, if you don't want to do any of the things I'm stating, or have a concern. But assuming nobody is, everyone exchanges their instructional haiku for some official-looking paperwork. Undoubtedly a forgery, but with your untrained eye, you can't tell the difference. The exception in the whole group is your automaton ally, who receives no travel papers, as Takeo only has an invoice for several deliveries, none of which lists an 8-foot construct. However, Takeo attempts to calm whatever mechanical nerves he may have by assuring him that the guard usually don't check for proof of ownership of inconspicuous machines. With your paperwork resolved, the three of you can't help but notice Bosco, who's been waiting by the sideline the whole time, approaching you with a grin so forced he could be charged with criminal assault. He casually corrals the three of you away from the rest of the group as he starts talking. Hey, there's my favorite passengers, always looking to help out in a time of trouble, eh? Well, I don't know if you've checked the time on your watch recently, but it appears to be trouble o'clock on mine. So, because we're such good friends and all, old Bosco's gonna come clean with a couple things. See, we didn't go to Tumulus just for the bit of peace and quiet. I was double dipping on transport duty, and you see, and I had something to pick up there, and when I didn't find it, I was a tad flummoxed, you could say. From what I gathered, it seems you fellas encountered whatever I was there to get, and unfortunately, I think it's in the hands of someone else now. Now I know what you're thinking. How does Bosco's trouble affect me? First of all, I'm hurt. That's no way to talk about your friends. But more importantly, if Takeo's little speech was a veiled threat, then I'm going full doomsday prophet calling for the end times. See, I didn't mention it, but I saw a dead horse on the way here the last time I saw that horse, that poor beast was in the stable that we were staying at in Tumulus, and it was being ridden, and the last time I saw it, it was being ridden off by that old fogey in a stuffy suit whom you three were so gracious to reintroduce me to. So what I'm asking you to do is find the old man Hector and deliver whatever that thing what he done took on behalf of your good buddy Bosco.
Oh.
So there's your premise of the mission.
So this is when we select our pursuits
Yes.
for the mission.
Yeah. I'm assuming you guys are going to stick with what you got, but...
Yeah, I'll stick with what I got. That's fine.
Did you say what this one was going to be?
Yes, it was part of the epilogue. September, blah blah blah. We'll focus on hunting and subterfuge. So yeah, you are hunting Hector.
Bolt's not going to
A
be good
guy
at
that-
it, so I don't think it matters what Bolt takes.
So, what was that, Bob?
Oh, okay. Bolt's not going to be good at either, so I don't think it matters what Bolt takes.
Technically, yes.
I could take
So-
the academic one, which might do good on... I could turn anything into a history check, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stay Dabbler, though. I got my plans.
Yeah. And Wheeler, are you sticking gunfighter?
Yeah. But just to understand
Did you have
the situation, So Bosco wants us to go track down a guy because that guy stole something from him?
This was
happening?
the guy that we recovered the stone off his head and we brought him back into the barn last time.
Yeah, the guy you found on a bed.
And-
that
Oh,
doesn't count.
yes.
And he's saying that he has something. I'm going to actually ask. What?
Yeah,
What?
if we want to go in.
Yeah, if everyone's considering their.
Everyone's locked in on characters,
Yeah,
right?
I'm going guard. Yep.
Oh, you're going
Yeah.
guard?
Oh.
Oh,
I want to start going down that path.
Alright.
Don't forget to change your current pursuit and on the pursuit stuff.
Be on the pursuit, yeah.
Yep, it is.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Like the on the pursuit changed. I did not do the.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
name, yeah. What is it? Whenever you fail a close combat duel, draw a card?
Mhm.
Okay. And what? Hold on. It says, when this character. Is that the actual wording of it? Like straight from the book?
That's why I copied and pasted it. Yeah.
Okay, because it's just. I want to take it as, because most things are when you take an action and fail, you draw a card. But technically, the way that's worded is if somebody attacks you and you fail, then you failed a close combat
Yeah.
duel.
That's pretty good then.
So,
It's when I'm attacked, not when I attack. When I defend.
Both.
Yeah, it
yeah,
would be
that's what,
both.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. The way it's wording, it would be both. So, I guess that's what it is, because it would specify when failing a close combat action or duel
Mhm.
or something specifically.
I have a question then about mine. When this character fails a magical duel during dramatic time, she may draw a card. Counterspelling is a magical duel, so me counterspelling and failing, I draw a card every time. Fuck yeah. Okay.
I'd go with that, yeah. Okay, so yeah, now we can get into characters.
Draw 3 cards. Is it 3?
Cards.
I'm pretty sure it's 3.
I always forget. I think the cheat sheet thing says.
I'm gonna draw 3 for now.
Prologue. Draw 3 cards, yep.
I'm gonna make sure I remember all the things that I can do and not all the things I will be able to do.
And again, you guys can't see my cards face up, right?
Yeah, if they're in your hand, we can't see shit.
Cool, good.
Yeah, it's all black to us.
Yeah. Just making sure.
Leadership duels. If I'm near a wall, I get +1 defense.
Yeah, with that credibility that I just added,
Mhm.
so even if I have, is it only when I draw a ram, or
when a ram is part of your duel total, so when you're saying I'm going to shoot a guy,
Yeah.
and you make a flip, and whether the ram's there or not will depend on if you get that, or you can cheat in a ram from your thing to add a ram to the final duel.
gotcha.
total.
Okay, that's exactly what I was gonna ask.
And so,
Yep.
yeah,
Oh, that's what
Cool.
a soul stone can also do.
That's
It can
neat.
just add a
a suit.
suit to like all of your duels, and you start using charges.
I think they can also add a plus flip separately.
Yeah.
That's
so-
cool.
Okay, so soul stones are pretty good. Yeah. So I was going to
So, yeah,
ask
Bosco's got you guys
ask Bosco.
off.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, what possible thing? Was he saying thingy or?
Yeah, I was saying
Thing.
thing with an
Yeah,
F.
I figure it.
I've written in the British the Cockney.
I would
accent.
understand him perfectly fine. I'm from there. Even though I don't associate with his types very often.
Yes.
Actually, I probably would traveling. I would. Oh, what thing did he run off with? Did he steal from you, good sir?
See, that's the thing about being in my line of business. You learn really quickly to not ask when you're told to transport something. You only ask where it has to be, when it has to be, and will it explode. Those are the 3 questions that old Bosco always asks, and he gets the answers from. So I know where it's supposed to go, I know when it's supposed to be there, and I know it doesn't explode. That's all I got.
Pray tell, do you have any sort of description that this, and you're sure that Hector has it? Like,
Oh, I'm absolutely sure old Hector's got it.
well, if we
Yeah.
found him, how would we know what this thing is, so that we could deliver
Well-
it back to you?
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't want you to deliver it to me.
Oh,
There's been so many little hiccups in this little journey here that I'm asking you to do a big favor for old Bosco. Now, and don't think that this is just me calling in a favor I don't deserve. This is gonna be Bosco paying you for a job. That's what this is. This is employment from a good friend. So now I'm getting southerny now. So here's the deal. I need this to go. I can't keep my fucking accents consistent. Anyways,
Cockney.
yeah, Cockney. Oi, Gov. I need to just do the fucking merchant from Resident Evil 4. What do you boy?
Do the merchant for Resident Evil 4. That's all.
Welcome.
I do that all the time.
So So I'm supposed to deliver it, but I was supposed to deliver it yesterday. And yesterday, I had a friend who was at the guild checkpoint to get into the city who was gonna overlook old Bosco chugging along, and I'd be able to deliver it. Today's not yesterday anymore, so there's somebody else there at the checkpoint that I don't know. And while I don't know them, they definitely know Bosco. They will recognize me very quickly, and I probably won't get into the city until a bit late afternoon. It's early morning now, by the way. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Find Hector. I'm assuming whatever the hell he has is the thing you free saw up there at the church, assumingly you guys talked openly with him about it to some degree.
Have you met me?
Mm-hmm.
That's a yes.
So, yeah. So, it's like, I don't know what that thing was. I don't know what it can do, but that's most likely what I was transporting, because it was a box about the same size as what you described. And here's the thing. Yeah, Hector's ahead of us. I know that, and that's unfortunate. But what is fortunate is Hector is a very old man. And on top of that, he is going on no sleep, and his horse died out there. So most likely he is struggling to get by right now. And on top of that, if he's any the wiser, as I am on these things, you do not openly transport something like that out in the public street. So he's most likely taking various routes and passageways, which will cost him time, which gives you free all the time, all the expediency in your actions to catch up to him.
And so two things: one for you, one for Hector, or one for Bosco.
Sure.
Can you
Bosco.
re-describe the statue from last time? Whatever the big rock that he was.
Oh, it was basically kind of like a big obsidian horn, about a little over 3 feet long. It was almost like petrified rock. I could pull out the description because I had a specific way of describing it, but it basically looks like dark gray stone from the base, and then it turns into brown stone by the midpoint, and then almost bone-like at the tip of it.
Okay.
So it's a big gnarly horn-looking thing
And that was the artifact that the
priest had?
that the priest had.
that the spider ran off with.
The snake.
The snake. Oh yeah.
Yes, the snake ran off with it.
He was somehow compelled and not under my powers anymore, or under my control.
Mhm. Yes.
So yeah, that's out of character. Back into character. So, say we do find this, and then say we do. We're able to get it into the city. What then? Do we have a place where we should be delivering this to? And My grandfather always told me to make sure of this. How can we be assured of a payment on delivery if this is a job, as you so put it?
Yeah, 'cause let's face it. If this life's taught me anything, you're making this sound way too easy, and nothing's too easy.
Well put, my friend.
Okay, so yes, you do. First off, you don't got to worry about getting in the city. I'm assuming Hector's already done that for you. We are only an hour or so for you guys to walk into the city. Got to be away from those guild folks so they don't see me with you. Mr. Takeo over there has already given you paperwork. That should probably get you right in there. And don't worry, Bosco's got backup plan for that. I will arrive shortly after you folks are at the gate, and I will try to time my entrance so that I come up to the gate right when you three are talking. And when that happens, a lot of those guild folks are all gonna jump on Bosco, and it is gonna be painful. And I will make a big old fuss about it. I will draw all of their attention because I know they all want to club my head in. And while they're all too busy chomping at the bits to do that to old Bosco, you three are just gonna walk right on in, because they ain't gonna suspect nothing from you. As far as where it needs to go, normally I don't take these kind of jobs from the rich folk, because they tend to make big asks, and if you're just slightly off time, they start sending assassins out at you, and it gets muddy real fast. But usually once you get it to them after that, they just forget about everything and drop, they call off the hit. It's usually not that big of a deal. So you'll be taking it to a fella named Marius Darby. Real asshole he is. He's one of them rich folk who just shits on everyone, frankly. Just a very unpleasant guy. But the pay was good, and I was making this trip anyway, so I took it. Probably wasn't the smartest move. But Bosco makes mistakes. I'm only human.
Would I recognize the name Darby? Is it potentially British? Darby is British, but
no, it is.
Would any of us?
Yeah, it's not. It is not a UK family dynasty.
Cool.
You might have heard it in passing, as a very influential name, but you probably wouldn't be able to identify exactly, what trade or business it was tied to.
Do we, in passing, do we know it from Malifaux side, or do we know it in passing from both sides of the...
It'd probably be both sides. Unless you want to give me... What would that be?
History?
Either history or possibly barter.
I will take a history.
I know. As soon as I thought about it, I'm like, yep, he's gonna go for that.
I get a +4, and then also if I get
I
a
know.
RAM, I get a research grant.
I know why you want it.
So just a straight history flip?
Yep, just a straight history flip.
That's a 5. I'm allowed to cheat that, right?
Absolutely. There's no negative to it.
Okay, I got a 15 total of RAM.
Okay. Darby, you would have some knowledge on it. It's generally involving investment. The Darby name, also involved in financing shipping companies, and it's one of those older names from the Americas, business names, and it hasn't, as a business name, hasn't done too much recently. So it's a bit of not falling on hard times, but generally it isn't making the waves it used to make in the trade world before. So yeah, you have some knowledge on it.
Okay, and I will definitely declare that trigger. So that's a 15 script after game.
Okay.
You get as many script as your final duel total?
Yeah.
That 11 goes in your discard.
Oh, in my discard. Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I can only do that once per session.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I get the amount of script as the final duel total after succeeding. I gain
Okay.
script equal to the final duel total. Yes.
So, yeah, if you guys have any extra questions?
None right now, not that I really trust or like Bosco to send us on this.
Just because of what he said, like, so we definitely know that he's already made it into the city, and he's
Most likely, yeah, Hector's definitely implying that, or Bosco's implying that Hector easily made it into the city, though he's probably being very slow due to age and tiredness.
okay. Yeah, because I was thinking that we were gonna have to like hunt in the wilderness for him, which was gonna be a book if I know how to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't want to specifically say tracking, just because that's a skill name. That's why I said hunting.
Yeah.
Are we making any money off this?
You're asking Bosco? Like specifically, or just in general?
Out of character, I don't remember if he specified anything. But
He said he would pay you guys.
okay, in character.
This is a job.
Okay, so in character, all right. How much are we talking about? 'Cause that's gonna vary, and that's gonna get you either either a committed Yuta, a committed Wheeler, or a not committed Wheeler.
Well, here's the thing. I can't guarantee you too much money. Number one, I have to wait till the job's done to get the payout, and then I gotta pay you guys. Number two, money is a key motivator in this, but then there's the aspect of, remember how I said when you don't deliver things, they start sending out assassins and hitmen? Well, this Darby guy, he's kind of ruthless in that aspect, and, to put it frankly, I'm a bit of a dainty flower. I'm a bit of a lover, not a fighter type. If they get their hands on me, I cannot guarantee that I will hold out on identifying everyone here. And he will probably clear the table of all the pieces, if you know what I mean.
So I would say it sounds like a Bosco problem. But from what you seem to be telling us is that he'll get rid of us too while he gets rid of you. Gotcha.
See, now that's what makes us such good friends. You know how to read what Bosco's telling you.
Alright.
That's why I like this guy, Wheelie Man.
Alright, are we really doing this? As I look over to Thaddeus, the big tin can.
Well, Bosco has done a great service for us, so I can't see why not. And, well, as threats go, a man with money is usually a man that doesn't really care for other people's lives. I've had the unfortunate dealings with the upper crust, you could say. They're terrible people for the most part. I think that we should aid our friend here. And it would give us a good chance to go about town and really get our bearings about us. Really discover the place.
It's the spirit. This old boy, this adventurer, he knows what's up. He knows what's going on.
Bolt will look over at Bosco, and this is an inefficient use of resources, but units must remain operational. And then turn back to the rest of the group.
See, I'm sure he's loving this too? Whatever the hell he just said. Yeah, you boys go off with your buddy Takeo. I'll be catching up, and if you guys just gotta find whatever it is Hector's got, take it to the Darby Manor, and he pulls out a piece of paper and writes down stuff and hands it off to one of you. Say, like, there's the address. All you gotta do is talk to the boys up front, and they'll take it right off your hands. And if assuming you guys are in that area, I'll come pick you up, and I'll put you up somewhere for the night. Bosco doesn't leave his friends behind.
Very well. Try not to get too walloped when you try to get in there, good sir. And I'll start heading towards Takeo.
Mm-hmm. Assuming everyone else is going to go along.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of the other people are just kind of hanging out by the river, like dipping their feet in, filling up canteens as they kind of get ready to head out. And Takeo sees that you guys are done talking to Bosco and just says, are you all prepared for the journey?
Indubitably.
More or less.
Proceed.
All right. And everyone kind of claps, like, we must start marching towards the city. Please get all your belongings and let's go. And with that, everyone starts marching off towards the dirt road and on the way to the city.
I would ask Takeo as we're marching, but considering several of us are armed, the city doesn't have a problem with us having weapons out in the open air, do they? I know certain civilized places seem to frown on such things.
I understand your concern, but especially for people like us coming from the outside, weapons are completely expected in open carry. The guild may be very strict on the restrictions, but they understand that outside the walls, it's only up to you to protect yourself. So, yes, they should be fine with us holding our weapons.
Very good, thank you. And I'll kind of fall back and start chatting up random people, regaling people.
Anyone who's willing to listen.
Someone's got to hear about Grandpa.
Pop.
Happy.
So yeah, it takes you guys a little over an hour, marching up towards the city.
Does Bolt still have his kobold? Because kobold's still alive, right?
There's a time limit on it, isn't it?
Not on.
How long is
Not
this
for a
thing?
kobold.
Really? They just stick
Yeah,
around?
it's the other ones. The
It's the
amalgamation.
yeah.
the amalgamation, the other constructs and stuff. Yeah.
Really? There's no time limit.
I don't know if it'd be easier to have it, or if I could just revert it back to scrap without role playing having to rip my child apart.
I'm trying to think.
And I had a note card with what points I spent.
Right. Oh, yeah. I don't have that. But here's another note card.
Okay.
Yeah, because this was built off the beginning of our last session, not the end. So I didn't have the note card.
Okay. Do we want to say it's scrap again, or that it's around?
No, it's totally alive. If there's no time limit, then yeah, you've got your little buddy there. Based on your character, I'm trying to figure out what you would know. And I don't think you would know. So I'm not gonna say.
No, about the kobold or just other stuff?
Other stuff. So we'll just say you guys. Yeah.
How much guild law do
Unless
I
someone
know?
else is gonna say
How much
anything.
guild law do I know? Based
You
on
would probably be very familiar with
fucking
guild law because it's kind of very pervasive.
Okay.
Yeah. How to say this in character to my fine Iron Man. I was calling him what, Sir Wilkinson?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
If the kobold's like kind of following you behind,
Because I'm sure there would be like mechanics involved if I were like have it on my back or like put it in my belly or something like that.
Yeah, if it's falling behind, I would kind of. So Wilkinson, with the laws about these parts, the guild is rather strict on certain things. So I have to ask. I don't know why I'm Southern.
Yeah. It's just so easy.
It's so easy. Technically, Southern is from. Yeah,
right.
I've
Don't you
talked about that.
start.
But the guild law. God damn it. British. But it's got to be proper, so it is closer to Southern. Fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah, it's fine.
The guild laws. Thank you. The guild laws are rather strict on these sorts of things. So I must ask, how is it that your fine little friend is moving right now, and so animated without your general input? That's super Southern. Fuck. Is it? Could it be some sort of juju?
Do
you even understand the word juju?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't understand the word juju, but he made it. That's what he does. He assembles things, and I guess that I'm trying to think of the backstory reason of he manufactured these things, and so they just work. I don't know if he would understand the. I guess it would just be artifacting or engineering to get them to work. Like, not assuming magical?
If you are you replying in character at all?
Roughly.
Okay. Just to be to verge on the side of safety, and so neither you nor your fine friend get what's the word that would work for decommissioned. I suggest we hide him in some sort of manner. We might also want to, and I mean no offense by this, we might need to
Units must remain operational.
Yeah, we might need to say that you are either Wheeler's or mine's or even Taquito's a serving robot, so it's not questioned that you're here with us. Are you fine with that, friend?
Reporting for administration of repair duties.
Good sir, I declare. I can't get out of the Southern. I'm just gonna pat him on the back. Good on you. Good. Keep it up.
I'll reach out and grab the kobold and sort of carry it in, and order the kobold to, I guess, play dead or don't move.
Okay. Is there going to be anything else, Wheeler? Do you have anything to say?
I have no idea what to say about that thing. No, I'm ready to get going.
Okay.
Because time is money.
Then I will be blindfolding the lot of you.
Oh!
Man. Actually, I have to initialize the thing. blindfold on. Okay. So I'll read the little fluff point. You approach the sprawling locale of Malifaux, a city of disjointed buildings and clashing architecture mixing together like a scrap meal gumbo. However, before you can enter the grimy stew, you need to get over the pot lid, which in this case is a wall encircling the city, keeping the wilds out and the weirdos in. To get to your prey before he burrows into the borscht is one of the guild's many checkpoints. A large archway breaks the monotony of the constant wooden walls, staffed by guild officers middling about in an attempt to convey control over the boiling bouillon of the city. Soup! So, let's figure this out. You will notice the map is bigger. Like, everything's slightly bigger, including your tokens for your characters.
Oh.
Because now I actually have proportionally sized maps for tabletop simulators.
Oh.
Nice.
Whoops. You can usually see the entry there. Probably view this as spectator. Probably not. No, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Okay. Here. Usually see, because it's broad daylight, so you guys can see all of this out in the open. Not that far. God damn it. Stop flipping out token.
Stop hitting the flip button then.
What's it? Ah! Let's go ahead and grab.
Kita.
Yep. Grab your squad of buddies here.
Did we only ever end up saving one of the Batman?
One of the.
Piss Legs.
Yeah, so yeah, Piss Lake died, but yeah, only one of the Bruiser buddies were
Okay.
with you. Yeah.
So are these 2-inch squares?
What's that?
These are 2-inch squares?
They're technically just under it.
Okay.
Because you have to, like, the aspect ratio you have to build for this because they're using the default table, which was never meant to be essentially a virtual monitor like they're using it as. The aspect ratio is really fucking stupid. So.
Not squares, not inches.
Okay, so for measuring stuff, which I don't remember even how to do.
Tab.
Tab, okay. We basically just half as...
We're just kind of
we gotta do math. Oh no.
And if you tap tab, you get the arrows.
Yeah. Do they go away after a while? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be assumingly walking with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow behind Thaddeus. Yeah, as though I'm accompanying him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right here.
Really pulling the cord. Taking up the rear.
I'll bring up the rear, because I got a
No, you're taking up.
big caboose.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, the group goes up, and yeah, you've got guild guardsmen here.
Okay, so
Like I said, they're kind of middling
it's
about.
sorry. You can see my hand. Yeah. Is this like wall right here, all along here?
Yes.
Yeah.
most
This
of
is
that,
mostly
like,
shadow to us. Like we can see this guy, but this is
I mean, yeah, technically you can see. It's a
Okay,
wall, so yeah,
but
should
that's a
clear that
wall.
out for
Okay.
you.
Same thing as over here. Oh yeah, there's another dude right there. Okay, we didn't see him before.
Yeah, I know. I switched to spectator real quick. I'm like, oh yeah, you can't see shit.
So this is wall. This is street? Sidewalk?
Yeah,
Okay.
so this is like, yeah, it's like a dirt, yeah, that's sidewalk, and then you got a brick road leading off that way.
Starting to get into red brick road.
Yeah, like
City
you
sidewalks.
can see that there's building here.
But you said that these buildings are like half-dashed.
No, they're definitely better looking buildings than the ones you saw in Tombs.
Okay.
Like those were built out of necessity. These are actually built with a bit more intention.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely a thing of like, you can tell by the outside wall that's surrounding this place, it does not match the architecture of the interior of the city. As though, yeah, like I said, the guild kind of put a wall up to hold the city, where a lot of the buildings here have existed forever, and so they're just weird designs in some ways. And yeah, these are just stone pillars, or yeah, brick pillars with wooden walls.
No sort of a gate.
There is a gate. You can't see it, but I'll just tell you they have a big sliding gate that comes in from both sides. And
Is that gate currently open or closed?
Yeah. It is wide open. Yeah. So yeah, as you guys approach, the guild officer comes out and stops in front of Takeo. Takeo basically starts explaining exactly what he said before. As your guys' alibi, that you were out camping, you're just a group of nature lovers who wanted to go see some of the wilds and needed a little protection, and that's what they're for. And the guild guy, asks for some paperwork. Takeo hands him something. He looks it over real quick, and he goes, all right, and says, and then just kind of yells out, single file, I want to see you all go through. And so Takeo goes forward, his bruiser buddy gets behind him, shows off a piece of paper. And yeah, slowly, assuming you guys just kind of go in one by one, and everyone just kind of says roughly the same thing. Just like, yeah, we were just out camping, looking at birds. There's so many birds out there.
Nature. Ain't it a thing?
Yeah.
Nature's
The guild guardsman's just like, alright, I've heard this all before. And yeah, the line just slowly moves up. And as it gets to about there, you can hear a steam train coming. Little chugga 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 in the distance.
Sorry, how'd it go?
Chugga chugga chugga. Comes out. And immediately this guy's like, whoa, 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 like trying to slow him down. And he stops in. And right then, the line just moves forward. These guys will start dispersing essentially. But the guild officer sees Thaddeus and goes, you're part of the camping group as well, sir?
Oh, indubitably good, sir. Just enjoying nature. It's such a... I'm so glad to be here in Malifaux, and the Nutwoods are just... I dare say magical. I haven't seen such great sights since I spent time with my grandfather in Africa. It's such a magical place. Have you ever been? Have you ever been to Africa?
I just asked to confirm, sir, that you were out in the Nutwoods with these people.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I thought that everybody would wish to hear about the times in Africa. And...
Can I see your paperwork,
Oh, yes,
sir?
yes, and I'll hand him mine.
Alright, and he looks it over real quick, and it matches everyone else's, passes it to you, and goes, alright, be on your way, sir.
I'm going to take the one step forward and turn to and kind of come along. Bolt, I need you for my bags and such.
Start to step forward.
Okay, at that, the guild guard kind of goes like, "This is yours. This is your robot."
Yes, I inherited it from my my father. He had sent it over to Malifaux for me once I arrived several years back. It's been such a great help for me.
And he just looks up Bolts, up and down. Why do you have such a big automaton?
Well, it's a family heirloom. Don't you have one?
Not on my pay. That's when he kind of goes, and just says, "All right, go ahead, I guess." It's about this time that you start hearing some yelling coming from over by the steam engine, and the officer yells out, "It's Bosco!" And sure enough, from the guild house over here to the left, oh, what's the actual cardinal? West. Two more guys emerge. This guy steps forward a bit, and yeah, you hear Bosco like, "Oh, this is persecution!" and starts complaining that they're coming in. Meanwhile, Wheeler steps up, and the guard looks over you and goes like, "Part of the camping trip, sir?"
You guessed it. You know, nature and all that. Beautiful. Just beautiful.
And what were you doing out there amongst everyone else?
Oh, I was with my friends here. You know, the big automaton and the skinny guy up in front talking about his grandpappy. Just taking it.
Skinny guy?
Thaddeus. Yeah, Thaddeus is skinny.
Okay.
That one right over there. See, I hold up my hand. I point. You see him right there, right behind that big hunk of metal. Hey, Thaddeus. Aren't you
What is it, Wheeler? Are you having trouble? Should I actually invoke my grandfather and all of his great stories? I do have some pull with the guild. They shouldn't give you trouble once they learn of my grandfather. I'll start walking forward towards
Yeah, we were.
Immediately the guard's like, okay, you may go. You can all go. Just nope, don't bring that guy back.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we got stories for days and everything we saw out there. Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay, yeah, if you're letting him in, I'll start walking.
Yeah, you're all let in. He doesn't notice the kobold after all that. And he goes over to help deal with Bosco. Yeah, you guys have basically watched all the people you traveled with kind of going off on their own way. But Takeo has held back a little bit, and he kind of waits for you guys to come up to him, and he says, I know our contract has expired, but I do have one thing I wish to talk to you about. If you'll follow me, there's a nice tea house over at the northeast. I would like to discuss something with the three of you.
Tea?
Assuming you all agree.
I cannot deny myself a cup of tea.
I'm not much of a tea drinker, but yeah, the quicker we can get out of this area, the better.
Okay, yeah, you can easily see in here now where this was a little depot for them to put wagons and horses in.
And after we see this part of the map, we will never be back here again. All that work that John put in. I'm fucking around.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, just remind me.
I'll get into it.
It's there in case we have a fight, I assume, or if we had the horn from last time, we would have to sneak it in, so it would actually be an event. Assuming.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. Basically, by the way things ended last time, I only had to do half the work I had to do. There is still half of this adventure you are guaranteed to not run into based on your actions. So I did twice the work for knowing you guys would only ever experience half of it.
Nice.
So, but yes, as you guys move forward towards where Takeo leads you, yeah, they get fucking Bosco to go park in there.
A little disheveled now.
Because, he just throw everything in there.
Look, perception check to hear
so-
Bosco getting his ass kicked. No,
If you
I'm
want
fucking
to.
around.
But yeah, we got this nice little tea house thing. And this little open porch over here that Takeo leads you over. And he says, just take a seat for a second. I'll be right back. And he walks inside. Don't take my Takeo.
You can barely see the seats, but I don't know.
Yeah, sorry. That should be good. He walks inside for a bit and talks to someone at the counter. And these people are basically gone now.
Aw, Obi.
Yeah, Kantar Obi. You probably would have gotten contact details from him.
I probably would have. Yes,
He
he
was
was
the
the one that
He's the only one who
responded
wanted to
me.
listen, so yeah, you can be pen pals.
He's the one I'm writing all my history stuff to, and he's paying me to shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Takeo talks for a while. And you can hear an elderly woman screaming at him. But she's screaming in some Asian language that none of you really understand.
What were what two languages did I have? I had Gaze and did I take Egyptian or essentially Farsi?
I
Like
think
some
that's
form
what it
of
was,
some Middle Eastern language. So yeah, I have
Mhm.
nothing to relate it to that, but I'm still gonna try and understand a bit of it. I've been around it a lot now. I got that plus something to linguistics.
I mean, if you want to take
Literacy.
a literacy check
I
on
got
it.
+3. Just neutral.
Yeah, it'll be a neutral.
I got a 10.
You basically, she's talking way too fast for you to catch any word.
Do I know that she's mad at him, or would it?
Oh, she is.
Okay,
mad.
so I got that it's not just a harsh language. It's potentially she's speaking harsh language to him. Okay,
Yes.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, this is definitely. Great, I've already forgotten how to do that and simulate that.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to save a camera position so I can put it up on the capture.
Mm.
And I don't remember how to do it. It was like control number. There it goes. Okay. For some reason it wasn't going through. Anyways, and you just can, you can't understand what she's saying, but she's definitely the aggressor. And you can hear Takeo, but all you hear is saying one thing over and over again, and you're assuming he's just agreeing with her. But after a while, he then walks out and says, "Thank you for waiting. I wanted to thank you all personally. I know you didn't have to, but you did come back and save me up on the mountain. And I wanted to repay you in whatever way I could." He reaches into his pocket and pulls out 5 script for each of you
Hey.
and passes you off. He's like, "I know it's not much, but unfortunately, due to the amount of losses we took on the mountain, I don't have much money to hand over. But I do have this," and he pulls out 3 pieces of paper all folded and passes one to each of you and says, "In the future, if you ever have need of me, follow the instructions, and if able, I will help you. I owe you my life, and I will see that debt repaid." And then he just says, "And if you wish, you can stick around and have some tea. I can get us some of that."
That's all that I had actually wished for. Thank you, good sir. It's been a pleasure to be by your side.
Does he hand one of these
I-
notes
I-
to Bolt? Okay.
He is acknowledging you as a person.
Yay.
I'm a real boy.
He saw you help out on the mountain. You weren't told to do shit, and you helped out. So yeah, are you guys gonna hang out and drink tea with the KO, or are you gonna move on?
What kind of tea are we talking about here? I'm not a fan of tea. But you know what? You might be able to change my mind.
He's basically offering you some like Oriental tea from like an ornate pot,
You're chill.
like a full like tea ceremony kind
I'm
of
definitely
thing.
gonna try it.
We must reach our destination.
Where I'm from, there's always time for tea. That was a bad idea. I'm still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try some. I'll try a cup.
A cuppa,
A cuppa.
as they say in the British.
Is that what they say, bruv?
They do. It is a nice hot cuppa. They don't say cup of tea. They just say
Yeah.
cuppa.
Do I have to roll for anything, or like?
No, it's
Okay.
it's just
All
tea.
right.
He's not a
Yeah.
bastard that's trying to kill us for once.
No,
All right.
yeah, he
Roll to not burn your
he
lips.
goes yeah.
Well, I gotta say it.
Roll for anal
God
circumference.
damn it, not
Um,
again.
I still don't like it.
Yeah, he brings up tea and sits there and just talks, shoots the shit with you guys for a bit. But otherwise, yeah, it's just a good 20 or so minutes of just sitting and enjoying a nice cup of tea.
After the tea, I'll
But
thank Taquito and
mhm.
I'm afraid that we have other matters to attend to, and well, this was delicious. I believe that we must be off. Thank you for everything you've done for us, good sir.
And he says it was no problem. You all three of you have stood far above what was asked of you, and I am forever grateful. If I may, I don't wish to hold you up any longer. If I may ask, your business, would that happen to be anything that Bosco was talking to you about?
But well, yes. He seemed to be in a spot of trouble, and you know, we're now all fast friends, so we thought we'd help him out.
Takeo kind of does a nod to what you're saying. He's like, I understand your feeling, but do be wary of him. We hire many people in the business we conduct here, and while Bosco has a name for this kind of job, it's not all good, everything that's attached to his name, so definitely be wary of anything he might drag you into.
Well, I thank you for the warning, good sir.
And he bows to all of you and walks off with his buddy there, the non-piss soaked leg guy. And they leave you. And so now I'm assuming that does the hunt for Hector begin?
Yes, we can go on a Hector hunt now.
Yep. Okay. Where is it? Okay. So you guys got that. So yeah, you walk out into the city. It is a bit of a sprawling mess of a city, and you don't have much to go on. Hector or Bosco didn't give you any clear directions.
Right.
Think so.
So yeah, Hector may have gotten a head start on the run, but he's old, tired, and presumably carrying something illegal. So it's not likely that he's getting where he needs to go fast. To catch up, you'll have to use some detective skills to track him down. It's time for an ongoing challenge. Yep.
Fuck yeah.
So you guys, for this challenge, you are going to be trying to gather information on where Hector went,
Ooh.
and this will be through talking to random passerbys. It'll be using tracking skills or possibly noticing Hector in a crowd as you look about. So this is going to take a couple hours of your guys' time
Yeah.
as you kind of spread out and look around the city for clues.
A clue?
For a clue, a big, hard, raging clue. So how this is going to work is each of you gets to take 3 skill checks.
Okay.
And you can only attempt one type of skill at a time. So you can be any social skills, your tracking skill, or your notice skill. You can't do more than one of any one of them. So you can't do 2 convinces, you can't do 3 convinces, You can do convince, track, notice. So we will go in, I guess, starting with Bolt to Thad to Wheeler. Figure out what skills you want to attempt and make a flip, cheat if you need to, and based on how good you do, I will figure out how good you guys are at tracking down old men.
I might not have caught that all. We can use any social, but we can't do social, or we can't use the same social.
Any same
Okay, cool.
social. You cannot use the same skill twice.
And our options are convince, track, and notice.
No, it's anything under social.
Okay.
Because that's you talking to random passerby, so you can use any of those to kind of get information out of people. You can use the notice skill that's over in expertise, or track, which is right next to it.
I have a -3 in cunning, which is notice and track.
I have a -2, so
yeah.
I'm terrible at both of those, but my social skills are the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. I have a -1 in cunning, but it's listed as -3 on my sheet.
That might probably a mistake on my part then.
Bad, Jen. Bad.
I'm so naughty.
Good at noticing a lot of things.
It also says wilderness crunning.
Okay, there's a typo that hasn't been caught till now.
Oh, it does. Yeah, nice. Such a crunning individual.
Yep. See, that's what happens when I let Little John write it. I outsourced some aid to the other John.
I was listening to this one female comedian, and she's Asian, talking to a black guy, and she goes,
Mm-hmm.
I hate the word racism, mostly because I can't pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate racism, mostly because I cannot pronounce it.
Yes.
I saw the same thing. It's fucking great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was great.
Mm-hmm. So, starting with bolts, what's your best skill?
Convince. Intellect based.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 12 total.
Mm-hmm. See, 12 total. Okay. Write that down. Right. So then we move on to battle.
Okay, so I get a plus flip in both convince and leadership duels, but barter is better, and intimidate's even better than that. So I'm going to intimidate, and then then I am going to... Where's my leadership? My leadership is at 0. Is it better to have a +3 or a 0 with a +4? I'm going to... okay, sorry. Intimidate, I'm going to convince with a plus flip, and then I am going to barter with a... Yeah. Okay, so first is at a +4 with Intimidate. It's a 13.
Okay.
Plus...
Wheeler.
Oh, we don't do all 3 at once?
No,
Okay.
not at once. We're gonna cycle.
Okay.
Gotcha. My bad.
I think my best is Notice.
Okay.
It's an aspect 1, rank of 2, AV3.
Yep. So flip a card and add 3 to it.
Cool.
Yeah, that's your best.
Yeah.
Out of the ones listed. Oh, not draw.
Oh.
Yeah, just pull it out. Just whip it out, baby.
It was...
You can flip them over in your hand.
Bah.
Should be.
Yeah.
So it was a 6, you said... So 9? The AV was 3.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a 9. Okay, so back to Bolt.
Oh.
You already logically talked to somebody to dictate where he went. Time to do the not so logical things.
Harder?
Yeah.
12.
Beep boop, tell me where the old man went and you will get a robo hand job.
I can fix your cartwheel if you tell me where this man is.
You can ride around on my little robo friend.
It's just one of those little horses that you see in front of a grocery store. It's just moving up and down and then... It's all rusty and like nails are sticking out of it and they're sticking their kids on it. My tooling?
What'd you get?
I didn't do it yet.
No, I'm saying Bob.
Oh, 12.
Okay, that's your barter.
Mhm. Yeah, the 11 plus 1.
Okay, go ahead, Thad.
Okay, that's my plus flip for convincing.
Hmm.
Fuck! I'm just so honest, just asking people straight up. Hey, have you found? You know Hector? He's yay tall. Like
Yeah.
he's
Have you seen Old?
I've seen old man Hector. He's a great. Do I cheat this? I'm getting a +2 on this. So it's either a 5. I don't cheat. So I get a 5 total.
Okay. Alright. Wheeler, my boy.
Okay, I don't have very many options, but I'm gonna go to Bewitched Charm.
Oh, you're gonna turn on the
Turn on the
charm.
charm, baby. Turn on that charm, but that's just a 1.
Gonna drop some of that Wheeler tip
I'm
down.
a bitch. Okay, hold on. Ah.
Yep, there you go.
Who you peeing on?
Ooh.
I'll cheat that.
You're gonna cheat it?
Yes, I'm gonna cheat it. So I'm gonna bring in.
Okay, so 7
So
plus what was your skill
8.
on it?
it's
Okay.
just 1.
Oh, it knocks it up to 8. Okay.
I don't really have a lot of choices.
Right. Okay, and then back to Bolt.
Put that one in your
Oh,
take
yeah.
your 7, put it in your deck, not or put it in your
Yeah,
discard,
that's
not.
from your hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, how Ryan has his discard next to
Because
his.
it's from your fate deck,
Yes.
not the moon deck.
Yeah, that's one of your special.
You guys are
cards.
right. 3 episodes in.
I should.
Oh, I
make choices for
also
him.
nearly did that earlier. John stopped me, so it's not.
I know.
Yeah,
Not just you, it's
I
all of
give him
us.
unique
We're all
faces.
terrible.
It's easy. Everyone's awful.
And then do I draw another one?
Speaking of awful, Bolt, what are you doing? No, not yet.
Okay. Yeah,
In-
awful bolt. Awful.
Oh yeah, intimidate.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Well,
Anything
at least I'm
else for that
consistent.
old
At
How would you
12.
sound?
man? Okay.
How would you sound if you were being intimidating?
Yeah, you want to put a little role playing spin on it?
My default answer is ignore me.
Not how do you hide?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just that like looming, not really intending to intimidate, but like
Yes.
where's the old man? Just like way too standing a little too close to somebody, being 8 feet
Mhm.
tall or whatever it is.
Nathaniel.
I'm flipping a coin before I do my final one because
Ah.
it's a plus flip for plus flip for leadership, but it's at a -1, or a
Okay.
+2, or oh wait no, or I barter at a +3. I'm just gonna barter. No, barter's better. I don't, leadership's not gonna. God damn it.
Ooh. You cheating it?
Fuck it, I'll cheat it because I'm getting what, a +3? Yeah, I'm getting +3. Oh, I should have actually asked, could I pay a script to actually, barter that way? But whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, oof. Yeah, I will cheat in.
Ooh.
So that's a total of a 15.
Alright, and finally we come back to Wheeler.
Thinking about.
You looked in the crowd.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
You whip the dick out.
I'm thinking about
What else can you do?
Either-
Take down.
either track, or
Steve. Or
I was
Steve.
thinking of deceive, but
I mean, it's a +1 either way, so
yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, you're getting the same stat.
Okay,
So it's more of which one would you think Wheeler would
exactly,
do.
exactly. I'm going to. Yeah, let's do track. Let's do track. Let's do track. Let's pull a card out. Add a 1 to it. Cool. 10. I'm good with that.
Real quick, can you guys go through what skills you used? So Bolt, you did convince. I should have written this down from the beginning, but
Convince,
oh, wait.
barter, intimidate.
Barter, intimidate. Okay. Intimidate. Go. And then Thad, it was
the same exact thing in a different order. I first intimidated, then I convinced, then I bartered.
Notice, bewitch, and then track.
Right. Okay, good.
Dude.
Just for if those are going to be one of the skills you can level up.
Oh, yeah.
Just so I can remember.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to ask later on, be like, which ones did you do good
I don't know.
on?
Wait till the video comes out.
True, I'd have to fucking rewatch the video. Ew, gross. Nobody should be watching this. Okay, so...
Yeah, who would watch this? That's if we were live. We would all just like look at the camera.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Judge the audience.
Yep,
That's how you get viewership.
so...
Yes. Treat everyone like shit, including our people that would potentially pay us.
Including the shit.
Mhm. So how well did the group do in tracking Hector?
Boop, boop, boop.
To find
Doo-doo.
out, you'll have to stick around as we take a break.
Oh, it's a break time. Look at that.
Yep, we'll do a quick 10-minute break so everyone can go pee and whatever.
Same bat chime, same bat channel.
Bat
Yeah.
chime.
I don't know, dude.
Ding dong.
Oh no, they're bat chimes.
No.
That when they ring, they go no. Yeah, that would be fucking
Oh, and if it's
sweet.
the old school chime where it actually like, bum 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 bum, like,
Yeah. Oh. See, that's they're missing out on fucking golden opportunities. Anyways, be back in like 10.